In the heart of Idara North local government area of Ondo State, Nigeria, a village lay nestled amidst lush greenery. This village, called Ipajai, was the home of a young girl named Idowu. She lived with her father, Mr. Ajibola, a diligent farmer, and her mother, Iyabo, a trader in the village market. Idowu's life was a mixture of love and struggle. Despite the unwavering support of her parents, she grappled with her schoolwork and faced relentless mockery from her classmates. The nickname First Candidate, coined to mock her poor academic performance, followed her everywhere, a cruel reminder of her struggles. Every morning, Idowu would walk to school with a heavy heart, knowing what awaited her. She would sit at her desk, eyes cast downward, trying to ignore the whispers and giggles that filled the classroom. Her classmates' cruel words echoed in her mind, eroding her confidence bit by bit. Each test, each failed attempt to grasp the lessons, felt like another nail in the coffin of her self-esteem. Idowu's mother, Iyabo, often suggested she leave school and join her in the market. To Iyabo, it seemed like a practical solution. If Idowu couldn't excel academically, perhaps she could find her way in trade. But Mr. Ajibola was fiercely opposed to this idea. He couldn't bear the thought of his daughter being labeled a failure. He had seen a spark in Idowu, a potential that others had overlooked. He would often sit with her under the large baobab tree in their yard, encouraging her, telling her stories of great people who had faced adversity but never gave up. "My dear Idowu," he would say, "every great journey begins with a single step. You have more potential than anyone can see right now. Don't let their words define you. I believe in you, and I know you can succeed." These words were a lifeline for Idowu, but the path ahead was steep and treacherous. She had repeated her class twice and was now facing the daunting prospect of attempting it for the third time. The fear of failure loomed large, casting a long shadow over her young life. One fateful day, a new student arrived in Idowu's class. Osos, an Ishan girl, carried with her a gentle demeanor and a heart full of compassion. From the moment she stepped into the classroom, she noticed Idowu's isolation, and the unkindness directed her way. This injustice sparked a fire in Osos' heart. She approached Idowu during lunch break, offering her friendship with a warm smile. "Hi, I'm Osos. Can I sit with you?" she asked, her voice soft yet filled with kindness. Idowu, surprised by this unexpected act of friendliness, nodded hesitantly. They shared their food and stories, and slowly, a beautiful friendship began to blossom. Osos' arrival marked a turning point in Idowu's life. With Osos by her side, the days at school became more bearable. Osos' kindness and gentle encouragement provided a shield against the harsh words of their classmates. Osos was not content with merely offering friendship, she was determined to help Idowu improve academically. She enlisted the help of Jayola, the best student in their class, and together they formed a study group. They would meet after school, their sessions often extending into the late hours, under the same baobab tree where Mr. Ajibola had once comforted Idowu. As they studied together, Idowu's outlook began to change. Concepts that had once seemed insurmountable started to make sense. Her face would light up with understanding, and for the first time, she experienced the joy of learning. Mr. Ajibola noticed the transformation in his daughter. Encouraged by her progress, he bought her foundation textbooks recommended by Osos, further boosting her confidence. But life has a way of testing one's resolve, and Idowu's journey was far from over. One evening, as they prepared for an upcoming exam, a severe thunderstorm hit the village. The power went out, plunging their home into darkness. Undeterred, Osos and Jayola insisted they continue studying by candlelight. The storm raged outside, but inside, the small room was filled with determination and a sense of camaraderie. The flickering candlelight cast long shadows on the walls, but it couldn't dim the light of their collective resolve. As the term progressed, Idowu's hard work began to pay off. Her teachers took notice of her improvement and began to encourage her more. By the end of the term, she had moved from the bottom of the class to the top 5, earning the admiration and amazement of her peers and teachers. The girl once mocked was now a symbol of perseverance and hope. Oso's kindness did not go unnoticed. The school awarded her for her compassion and dedication to helping Ido. She also received a Ministry of Education award, becoming a beacon of selflessness and dedication. Her actions inspired many in the community, proving that one person's kindness can transform lives. Ido proceeded to study political science in the University of Ife, Nigeria, where she enjoyed improved and stable academic progress. Her performance was brilliant, and she grasped her course comfortably, reverse of her secondary school days. However, just as Ido began to embrace her new life, fate dealt her a cruel hand. On the day of her graduation from university, she was filled with excitement and anticipation. Her family had been her greatest cheerleaders, and she eagerly awaited their arrival at the ceremony. But as the hours passed, anxiety gnawed at her. Then, a phone call shattered her world. Her father, Mr. Ajibola, had been involved in a ghastly auto crash on his way to the venue. The news hit her like a sledgehammer, shattering her joy. Her greatest ally, the man who had believed in her when no one else did, was pronounced dead. The joyous occasion turned into one of sorrow. Ido, in her graduation gown, wept uncontrollably. Friends and family tried to console her, but the grief was too overwhelming. She retreated into a shell, consumed by the darkness of her loss. The future, once filled with promise, now seemed bleak and uncertain. 4 days after Mr. Ajibola's passing, Iyabo received an unexpected call from the hospital. The voice on the other end spoke softly, instructing her to come immediately. Heart heavy with grief, Iyabo rushed to the hospital, her mind filled with dread and hope intertwined. Upon arrival, the doctor informed her that the morticians had noticed her husband breathing and had immediately moved him from the mortuary back to the ICU. Miraculously, Mr. Ajibola had shown signs of life and was now in a stable condition. This news was almost too incredible to believe, but as she saw him lying in the hospital bed, alive and recovering, her heart swelled with gratitude. Ido's spirits lifted when she heard the news. Her father, her rock, was back. This miraculous event renewed the family's spirit. Ido, with her father by her side, felt a new surge of determination. She vowed to make the most of the second chance they had been given, to honor her father's unwavering belief in her potential. Ido's journey from a struggling student to a successful leader became a powerful story of resilience and hope. She graduated with honors, and her story was shared widely across the country. Schools celebrated Ido Day annually, where students shared their stories of overcoming challenges, and teachers reaffirmed their commitment to supporting every child. As she rose through the ranks in her career, Ido worked tirelessly to improve the educational system in Nigeria. She initiated programs to provide resources and support for struggling students, inspired by her own journey. She believed that every child deserved a chance to succeed, just as she had been given. Ido's policies focused on several key areas. Access to quality education, ensuring that all children, regardless of their background, had access to quality education. She introduced scholarships and grants for underprivileged students. Teacher training, implementing extensive training programs for teachers to help them identify and support students who were struggling academically. Mentorship programs, establishing mentorship programs where successful individuals would mentor students, just as Osos had mentored her. Parental involvement, encouraging parents to be actively involved in their children's education, emphasizing the importance of a supportive home environment. Ido's personal story of transformation inspired countless people. Her journey symbolized hope and possibility. She received numerous national and international awards for her contributions to education, yet she remained humble, always attributing her success to her father's unwavering support and Osos' kindness. Years later, Ido reconnected with Osos and Jayola. Osos had become a renowned educator, and Jayola a leading scientist. The three friends often collaborated on educational initiatives, combining their expertise to create innovative solutions for the challenges facing the education sector. Ido also focused on giving back to her village in Idara North local government area. She established a state-of-the-art learning center, providing students with access to books, computers, and extracurricular activities. The center became a beacon of hope and a symbol of what could be achieved with determination and support. Recognizing Oso's profound impact on her life and the education sector, Idowu appointed Osos as the Minister of Education in her government. Oso's appointment was celebrated nationwide, symbolizing a new era of compassionate and effective leadership in education. As Vice President, Idowu instructed every school to compile a list of their worst-performing students and submit it to the Ministry of Education. An annual banquet and seminar were organized, where Idowu was always the special guest of honor. At these events, she relived her story, encouraging the young ones not to give up due to failure but to put in more effort. The extended moral of Idowu's story is that every individual has the potential for greatness. With the right support, encouragement, and perseverance, even those who start with challenges can rise to remarkable heights. Idowu's life teaches us that believing in someone and offering a helping hand can change their destiny, leading to a ripple effect that transforms communities and nations. Throughout her career, Idowu remained a staunch advocate for education and empowerment. Her initiatives continued to thrive, and the impact of her work resonated across Nigeria and beyond. She worked to ensure that all children, regardless of their circumstances, had access to quality education. She introduced innovative teaching methods, focused on holistic development, and created opportunities for lifelong learning. Idowu's journey was not without further challenges. As she ascended to higher levels of leadership, she faced resistance from those who were comfortable with the status quo. But Idowu was undeterred. She drew strength from her past experiences, her father's belief in her, and Oso's unwavering support. She navigated the political landscape with grace and determination, always keeping her focus on the greater good. One of her most ambitious projects was the establishment of a network of mentorship programs across the country. She believed in the power of mentorship, having experienced firsthand the transformative effect it had on her life. These programs paired struggling students with mentors who guided them, provided academic support, and inspired them to achieve their dreams. The results were astounding. Students who had once been written off as failures began to excel. Dropout rates decreased, and academic performance improved. The mentorship programs became a model for other countries, and Idowu was invited to speak at international conferences to share her insights and strategies. Her efforts were not limited to education alone. Idowu recognized the interconnectedness of various social issues and worked to address them holistically. She championed initiatives aimed at reducing poverty, improving healthcare, and promoting gender equality. Her vision was one of a just and equitable society where everyone had the opportunity to thrive. Despite her many accomplishments, Idowu remained deeply connected to her roots. She frequently visited her village, staying in touch with the community that had shaped her. The state-of-the-art learning center she had established in Idara North became a hub of activity, offering a wide range of programs and services to the villagers. It was a place where children could explore their interests, receive tutoring, and participate in extracurricular activities. Idowu also worked to bridge the digital divide, ensuring that even the most remote areas had access to modern technology. She understood that in an increasingly digital world, access to technology was essential for success. She partnered with tech companies to provide computers, internet access, and digital literacy training to schools and communities. As she continued to make strides in her career, Idowu never forgot the people who had helped her along the way. She often spoke about Osos and Ajibola, highlighting their contributions to her success. Their friendship had been a cornerstone of her journey, and their support had been instrumental in her transformation. Years after their initial reunion, Idowu, Osos, and Ajibola launched a joint initiative aimed at revolutionizing education in Nigeria. They combined their expertise and resources to create a comprehensive educational platform that offered personalized learning experiences, interactive lessons, and real-time feedback. This platform was designed to cater to the diverse needs of students, ensuring that each child received the support they needed to succeed. The platform quickly gained popularity, and its impact was profound. Students from all backgrounds began to excel, breaking down barriers and bridging gaps in education. The initiative received widespread acclaim, and the trio was recognized for their innovative approach to education. In recognition of her extraordinary contributions, Idowu received numerous accolades and awards. She was honored with the prestigious National Medal of Excellence, and her name became synonymous with educational reform and empowerment. Despite the accolades, Idowu remained humble and focused on her mission. Her story continued to inspire generations of young people. Schools across the country celebrated Idowu Day with enthusiasm, and her journey was included in the curriculum as a case study in resilience and determination. Teachers used her story to motivate students, and parents drew inspiration from her unwavering commitment to her goals. Idowu's life was a testament to the power of education, support, and resilience. Her journey from a struggling student to a national leader symbolized hope and possibility. She had transformed her own life and, in doing so, had changed the lives of countless others. As she looked back on her journey, Idowu felt a deep sense of gratitude. She was thankful for her father's belief in her, Oso's kindness, and the support of her community. She had faced many challenges, but each one had strengthened her resolve and shaped her into the leader she had become. Idowu's legacy was one of empowerment and transformation. She had shown that with the right support and determination, anyone could overcome their challenges and achieve greatness. Her life was a powerful reminder that every individual had the potential to make a difference and that the ripple effect of kindness and support could change the world. If you find this story interesting, please hit the subscribe button and give it a like. Your support means a lot. Also click the bell button to get notified whenever I post a video. Thank you for your time.